Okay. So again, let me share my screen here. Okay. So you can arrange the data into rows and columns, something like this. And for creating web tables, you can use different elements like the table element for creating the table. Okay. The TD to be used for table cells, and the TR for table row, TH for table header. Okay. So we have a sample given here for creating a web table. Okay. And each of the TRs are placed inside the table, meaning to create a web table, you must have to use the element table. Okay, the opening table element and the closing table element. And to create a row in your table, so TR will be used. And inside the table row, you can have table header and table data. Okay, the table header here usually is placed at the first row. Okay, and the following row will contain your table data. Okay, now let's try to open an editor to create a web table. So let me just close this one. Okay, and then this one also, and this one also. Okay, so here, for example, let me create another file, and let's call this file as products.html. Okay, for example, if you have the sari-sari store and you want to keep track of your products in the database, so and display it in a web page. Okay, so we'll have the products.html. Then here, let's try to create an HTML document for our products. And let's try to create a title of products. Okay, then here, for the content, let's try to create a title of products. So the title of this page, like products. And the content of your products are all your products. Say, for example, your items like shampoo, cream silk, um, and other items. And you're going to list down the quantity and also the price per product. Okay, so for that, we're going to create a table. Okay, and in the table, you need to create table rows. Inside the table row, we will put headers and data. Okay, for the table header, you will be using the TH for that. Okay, so for the table headers, for example, we will have the product code. Okay, for the second header, let's try to have the product description. Okay, product description. Okay, and next is the price. Okay, then the quantity. Okay, quantity. Okay, and then another row for each of the items. So another pair of TR here, so the opening TR element and the closing table row element. So inside this one, for a simple or regular data cell, you will be using the TD for that. Okay, for the TD, for each of the items, for example, the product code is 1001. And this is for example, head and shoulder. Okay, head and shoulder shampoo. Okay, head and shoulder shampoo, and the price of this head and shoulder shampoo is, for example, 6 pesos. And the quantity is, okay, for example, you have 100 stacks of head and shoulder shampoo. Okay, now let's try to preview this one. Control Shift H. All right. So we have here your table. By default, walay border ang atong table. But we have already the table row and table columns as well as the cells and the content of our table. Okay. Now let's try to add another item. So for the other item, we will be using another TR. Okay. 1002 for the product code. Okay. And this is cream silk. For cream silk, the price is, for example, 7 pesos. And the quantity is, for example, 200 in stocks. Okay, so this is for the cream silk. Then another item. So we'll add another row here. And inside this row, we'll create table cells. Okay, for the first one, 1003. And for example, safeguard. Okay, safeguard, for example, 35 milligrams. Okay, you can have a specific product description of your item. And for example, the price of this 35 milligrams of safeguard is 20. Then the quantity is 150. Okay, and the last item, okay, let's try to have another table row. Okay, 1004. And this is for Silka papaya. Okay, then the price of the Silka papaya is 22, for example, and the quantity is 250. Okay, so we have already our data here in our table. Now, to design our table, okay, we'll be creating an embedded style for this.